I'm standing here with Cellestia Biotech and Raj Leal, CEO of the company. This is a private biotech company that addresses blood cancer and solid tumors. Welcome to Pareto TV.
Thank you.
Could you please tell us about your company?
Yeah, so Cellestia is a Swiss-based biotech company. It came out of EPFL, which is one of the federal universities in Lausanne. We are developing, as you mentioned, drugs for hematological malignancies, or we call them blood cancers, or solid tumors that may include breast cancer, salivary gland tumors, brain tumors, colorectal cancer, and so on. What we are doing is we are developing first-in-class drugs against these tumors. These first-in-class drugs are targeting some proteins. We call them transcription factors. These proteins are central in causing those diseases. So we are trying to block their activity using our drugs, or we call them small molecules.
And could you describe your pipeline? Where are you?
Yeah. So we are a clinical stage company. Our lead molecule is going into phase 2 studies. This molecule or drug is going into TLL, T-cell acute lymphoblastic leukemia, and a solid tumor. We call it a subtype of salivary gland tumor. And we have a pipeline which is also moving towards a clinical stage right now. And we are also going into autoimmunity, autoimmune disorders. These are diseases caused by activation of immune cells and start attacking your body. So these drugs, actually, the lead compound, can also block the activation of these immune cells, thereby preventing the diseases as well.
And how is your product portfolio? Do you have more drugs or?
Absolutely. So we are really relying on our in-house built expertise to target these undruggable transcription factors. So the first drug is targeting CSL, which is a transcription factor downstream of a key signaling pathway, which is known to cause cancer. We also have a second generation molecule hitting the same target. We have also another transcription factor called MYB we are targeting in cancer, and we have some undisclosed targets as well. So we have a research lab in Lausanne where we are doing all this in-house research.
Yeah, could you tell us a little bit more about your background and maybe your management background and shareholder base?
Absolutely. So my background is I'm a scientist by training. I call myself scientist by training and entrepreneur by passion. I did my PhD in Lausanne at EPFL, where we first discovered the drug. So my background is as a scientist, and on the team we have a chief medical officer, which is Florian Vogel, and an experienced oncologist. Gordon von Kneller is our chief financial officer, an expert, and with a huge amount of experience in raising funding for biotech. On the board, we have really experienced, seasoned executives from pharma. For example, David Epstein, former CEO of Novartis Pharmaceuticals, he's on the board. Guido Guidi, former head of Novartis Oncology Europe, he's the chairman of the board. And Robert Korsumki, he is current head of Novartis Latam in Canada, and Karen Chu and Sylvian Bitsing. So our board is really a global board with a lot of experience in developing drugs. Between David and Guido, they brought about 30 medications to the market, from early development all the way to the commercialization. So we have a really highly experienced and highly engaged board of directors working with us.
And are you backed by some strong shareholders as well?
Absolutely. So we are backed by private investors in Switzerland, as well as institutional investors such as PPF from Europe, Fontes Capital from Shanghai, and PI Partners from Seoul.
Yeah. And this is actually the first time you are in our healthcare conference. And if we see each other next year, what do you think where are you then?
I hope I'll come back next year for sure. I would like to be in a position where we have treated a lot of patients. We have shown our drug is active and working and treating these patients. I think that at the end of the day, what we're trying to do is really making a difference for our patients. If that works out, this will be a hugely satisfying experience for me. And from there on, we can build up really treating more and more patients and going into other indications. And will also encourage us to develop more and more innovative drugs.
Yes, so looking forward to see you in a year if you don't talk before then. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. I look forward to be back here next year as well. Thank you.
Thank you.